Make sure I'm not forgetting anything, but we're here on Danforth Avenue. It is Sunday, April 7th, 2:33 p.m. And the temperature is about 11 degrees Celsius. Truth be told, I was just here having lunch. I had no idea this was going on. This is the Greek Independence Celebration Parade. So I thought, since I had my camera equipment with me, I'd fire up a live stream. Unfortunately, the parade is almost done, so I'm kind of walking in the less than optimal direction, but it's still kind of neat. As that lady just walks back into me. I see some people in the chat. Caroline, Hoosja, Eileen, Cam, Marge, Kevin Hawthorne, Picard, Lise Fox, Harjot. Brad Palmer's here, Brett Mallon, Strange and Scary New England. Near the front of the parade was Doug Ford. I actually got a picture of him. I was eating my lunch at the time. Some delicious momos from the Momo House. And I did record much of the parade going by. It'll play in the back on a future Johnny Stumble stream, maybe tonight or tomorrow, but we are having a beautiful, beautiful afternoon, so it would almost seem criminal not to get out and make a video of something today. Greetings, Wesley. So this is Danforth in Greektown. Someone asking if it's Bloor West. No, it is east of Bloor Street East. Bloor Street East turns into Danforth Avenue once you get east of the Don River. This is a very impromptu, spur-of-the-moment stream, but I appreciate you guys tuning in. Happy Greek independence to those of you that celebrate. This is the second parade in as many Sundays that I've been out and recorded. Get a little bit of what it's like to be in the parade experience. Cam says, I wish we had some glass to smash. Hey, they're clapping for me. Well, I'm gonna get off the parade route for a second. Some people in traditional Greek garb, I would assume. Greetings, Mary W. Someone asking, how about a parade for the parades? Sorry, thank you.
Hi, Katie.
This is what it's like to march in a Greek parade, I guess. This is easily the nicest day we've had this year so far. The weather is spectacular. I think the parade runs from like Jones Avenue maybe to Broadview. Let's see. Had this have been in my plans, I would have started on the other side and walked towards the parade, but oh well. Have a great day, Nicole. I was watching the Blue Jays game over lunch as well. They were up 1-0.
Daniel.
Greetings, Chris G. See if we can get a clear shot. There's some news reporters up ahead. Marge, $5. Beautiful day for a parade. Thank you, Marge. Thank you for the fiver. It is a beautiful day. There's a sign at Chester saying welcome to Greektown. Oh, there's a big gap here. Let's see if we can catch up to the next stretch. Blue Jays spring practice doesn't mean a thing. I think they need to fire their so-called analytics department. In addition to Shapiro and Atkins, just clean house. So unfortunately, it looks like it's going to be a cloudy day tomorrow for the eclipse. So I don't know what my plans are yet in terms of recording it or streaming. I know Jeff from Travel Fun 69 is going to be in Niagara Falls. This might be the end of the parade here. Pan Messinian. Henry will see the eclipse in Niagara Falls too. Well, I don't know if anyone will be seeing it in Niagara Falls.
Okay, those guys at the end are going to go close. Close in,
guys. Jenny Kay says they've updated the forecast. A slight chance of the clouds clearing out in the afternoon. Well, I guess that's it for the parade. I don't think today is actually Greek Independence Day. see some people in winter coats. It's one of those days where you get a bit of everything. Looks like there's a show tonight at the Danforth Music Hall. People are camping out, all in the name of what? Getting close to the stage? April 7th, the Pink Panthers sold out. I guess they continue the lineup over here. I have no idea. What's going on there?
Okay, that's good. Oscar,
There goes a southbound, either a King or Dundas streetcar down Broadview. Now here's the question, do we keep going along Danforth or do I go south at Broadview here? I'm 80% sure we'll go live tonight on the Stumbles channel. Not 100% sure, but 80% sure.
So I feel a little bit calmer about it. Well, we also can get like
But we have the light, I might as well cross. Jeanette Morales. Let me just get across the street and I'll read that. $5. Hi, Johnny and pals. Can't stay chasing after grandbabies. Have a great Sunday afternoon. Jeanette, thank you so much. Enjoy chasing the grandbabies. Oops. Smitty says south. Wesley says go south. Jelly Bean south. Zach McNally south. Everyone's saying going south. I think that's the direction we shall go. Feel free to do a later stream. I don't know about that. There's the 505 Dundas. Odd Burger, vegan fast food. And on the right is a Loblaws that will soon be converted to a no frills. The sign there says we're bringing you a new store. Well, they closed the they're closing the No Frills down at Gerrard Square. This store will be closing on April 22nd and reopens as a No Frills on May 2nd. So they're closing the other No Frills on April 20th. So that chain is closing up 2 grocery stores days apart in this neighborhood or this area. Do I actually buy groceries? Kinda, sorta, not really. George asking how warm is it today? Let's find out. 14 degrees. Says my Galaxy S22. Hey Google, what's the Blue Jays score?
Currently, the Blue Jays are trailing the Yankees.
Oh man, they're losing 5-1. They got all excited. They went up 1-0. Now they're getting hammered. Chris Mills reporting the score. So this is southbound Broadview, a route I have certainly taken in the past. We're about to get a gorgeous view of the skyline from Riverdale Park. Johnny has a personal shopper? No, I don't.
I don't care.
Long ball is not their friend. Nate D says, is the eclipse today? Maybe somewhere in the universe. I'm sure somewhere in the universe there's eclipses going on. But here on Earth, none today? Well, maybe. It might be tomorrow, depending on where you're watching this from. But if you're in a part of the world where it's tomorrow, you wouldn't get to see it. Oh my, I easily could have worn shorts and a t-shirt today. And we are at Riverdale Park East. The tennis courts are completely full. Some people playing ball hockey. Ning says, finally, spring is almost here. It is here, I would say. Today would have been an amazing day for the eclipse. It would have. It would have been a great day for me to take a bike ride. Oh, well, the good news is there is going to be no shortage of nice days now. You might hit a bad snap here and there, but it's going to be much easier to get out and make content. And we're almost at the point where you get a great view. Riverdale is no doubt one of the more popular spots on a day like this. There's going to be a lot of people with blankets set up, I guess, on the side of the hill. We'll find out in a moment. There's that $1 million view. James can't wait for the bike rides. You know what, I think I should grab a new thumbnail for this one. Let me just put the camera down for a moment. Zoom in a bit. Hopefully that view is okay. We are Nate D, site of a former landfill. Not a whole lot of toboggan action was going on. All right, let me get my camera set up. See how that looks. Yeah, that'll do. Just a little siesta in the action. Get ourselves a new thumbnail. Can't see the chat just for a minute. Oh boy, one sec. I wrote Friday, Sunday afternoon? That makes no sense. Let me fix the title of this. Sunny Sunday afternoon, exploring A. There we go. Why would I write Friday? There we go. Let's see if that changed anything. Chrissy Donnelly is here. Mark LP, Punkash, and everyone else. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm just going to reload my stream. One sec. There we go. I have fixed things. Jelly Bean, $5. Thank you so much, Jelly Bean. Just get ready to pick my gear back up. Does every day feel like a Friday? Ask Sheena. Not every day, but a lot of them. But Jelly Bean, thank you so much for the $5. Oops, let me zoom this back out. But what an absolutely gorgeous day. I bet this area here will be packed during the eclipse. Let's test pointing the camera directly at the sun. Okay, I have my eclipse recording test run all sorted, no issues. It'll actually be around this time tomorrow, so this is kind of the perfect spot. If we do have a clear day, I know a lot of people are going to go down to the lake, but it's going to be hard to argue with coming here. Oops. Someone's got a camera set up on a tripod. Do I have safe glasses? I do. Amazon refunded me for the first eclipse glasses that I bought. I guess they weren't approved. All right, where are we going to next? Are we going through the park? Are we going south down Broadview still? We could cross over into Cabbagetown if we went through the park. What do you guys say? Jeriel is here, hello. Lisa says 17 on Tuesday. Tuesday sounds like a good day to take the bike or scooter out, doesn't it? Awesome dog weather. It's awesome people weather too. No one's weighing in if we should go through the park or south down Broadview. Cam says through the park. All right, Cam. Johnny M says through the park. Someone working on a laptop. Must have a million nits brightness on their screen. All right, we're going through the park. I remember coming here during the pandemic with some takeout after hitting an LCBO. Go over the pedestrian bridge? I guess we will. Oops, I thought I had my... I can't see my preview screen. The sun is kind of bright. Josephine says, you got sunbathing? Yeah, it's time to start wearing the hat a little bit more, I guess. And putting on sunscreen. All right, we'll head through the park. Diane, it is 14 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit for the metric impaired. Well, we just walked down the side of a former landfill. Lisa says it's actually brighter now. It's in maximum cycle, apparently. So we're going to cross the Don River, head over to Riverdale Park West and into downtown. Julie says camera fried in 3, 2, 1. There seems to be a lot of mixed information online as to whether or not it's bad for cameras to point them at the sun. If it's a clear day, I'll chance it. You can get dark ND filters. It'll kind of make it similar to when you look through the eclipse glasses. It'll be like looking through a pinhole camera. But I'm sure there's going to be lots of people with the proper gear recording the eclipse and time lapses of the eclipse. So for me, it's something I would rather live stream. Trapdoor says, seems like a cruel joke for today to be completely clear and tomorrow to be overcast. We've had more overcast days than not. Oh, I think they finally opened up these public restrooms. Yeah, Lisa, I'm not too worried. There's all kinds of people online saying that it can damage your camera, but there's almost nobody saying that doing so did damage their camera.
Can you come back for a minute? Because I can't see you. I know it.
There's Bridgepoint Health, site of the old Riverdale Hospital. Evoke ASMR. Thank you so much for the super chat, Evoke ASMR. Good to see you in the chat. Cam remembers my angry winter restroom. Right, yeah. Because people don't need to go to the washroom in the winter. So of course they should all be locked up. And crossing from Riverdale Park East into Riverdale Park West. I wonder what traffic's going to be like during the eclipse. There's a look north at the DVP. Well, I have 2 of these DJI Pocket 3 cameras, so one of the reasons I have to is I anticipate killing one at some point by like streaming or recording in a snowstorm or a rainstorm and it gets wet, or maybe during an eclipse. And there is the Don River. I see a lot of people down on the trail. Has the city officially opened it? We'll look south. Let's look down towards the lake. The Don River is the border of the eastern side of downtown. West of the Don, you're downtown. East of the Don, you're in Riverdale. And yeah, the trail is still closed. Let's see if it gives any information on when it'll be open. No, it just says for more information. Yeah, there's the trail, or what was the trail on the left. There's a guy in Iceland who keeps flying his drones directly at volcanoes. That seems like a recipe for losing some drones. But man, the drainage at the softball field has always been terrible. I used to hate playing here days after a rainfall. Flooding may occur in this area. There's the Riverdale Park Zoo straight ahead. Welcome to Riverdale Farm. Visiting hours 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. No dogs or pets, bicycles not permitted, no motor vehicles, no skateboards, no motor scooters. It does not say no video recording. And we're at over 400 viewers. Thank you so much, guys. Just a friendly reminder to like, subscribe, hit the bell, and all that fun stuff. And uh-oh. I am not wearing shoes that are well suited for this. Those kids obviously don't care, but
You don't care, Olivia.
I'm gonna trying to find a drier route. Oh no, my nice. Yeah, there's no way around this. I don't think there's any way around this. We're just gonna have to do it. Wearing my brand new, we're really clean. I think we just got to do it. All right. Here comes the muddy, wet shoes. Well, at least you're not wearing socks. And my feet are soaking wet. I'll test how easy they are to clean. This is gross. Yeah, good luck. I instantly regret coming this way. You do not expect to get your feet completely soaked on a day like this, but here we are. They will dry up. Yeah, but in weather like this, they can dry up, but they can also stink up. Mark says let's buy him new socks. That'll do no good if I don't change my shoes. All right, time to get a little bit of a workout. Jellybean says, poor Johnny.
Everything else is
I wore kind of thicker socks today. What a stupid choice that turned out to be. Thanks for your sympathies. Loopy dude asking if there's a stumbles later. Probably. The chances of one, I would say, are about 80-90%.
Should still sound good.
This is a popular sledding spot. Those are there because of tobogganing. Oh well, seems like a nice day to head through Riverdale Park West. So we kind of came down here and then
Nora, just wait.
across to here, and now we are here. Right around here, my feet got soaking wet. How can anyone wear a thick coat like that? Right, hidden jackpots, take care. No worries, Russell. Most viewers actually don't even chat. We've got 425 people watching, but there's probably less than 50 active in the chat. I think it was a few years ago someone stole some like baby goats. From the farm.
Are you gonna call Mom and Dad to meet at 5:30?
Riverdale Farm.
Okay, wear your jackets now, it's cold.
Want to take a quick peek? They never got those goats back. I'm not a believer in capital punishment for most cases, but if you steal animals from a zoo, especially if you turn them into food, I'd be willing to look the other way at whatever happens to you. Unless they were being like mistreated. Whew. We are in the fancy barn. Apparently those are newborns.
They are so cute. Oh, there's a poo right there.
I guess it's that time of year, guys.
More little ones.
I'm out of here. That's very light. I wish we had heat.
You see the little babies, the little baby babies.
I wish we had heat.
Generations of kids who were telling me.
Oh man.
We were here like last week and it was a little bit rainy and
Makes a big difference. Yeah. So she was
Everyone's getting a peek at the cow.
A moo moo.
I can't even tell if I'm pointing at it. Oh. Horse is over there. I'm guessing we'll loop back up. Novell Cost, probably Big League Chew. I know my farm animals. Feeding is strictly prohibited. But can you feed yourself? To the person asking if this is Riverdale Farm, you are correct. I think we've got someone else over here. I'm just guessing that I pointed the camera right at the sheep. This was not on my bingo card when I woke up this morning. We're not going to head down there. Oh, there's the goats. Hey, you ducks.
You're not picky when nobody knows where it is.
Yeah, the necropolis is the oldest cemetery, I believe, in the city.
Yeah, I'm coming.
What's that?
Carolyn says it's amazing we've been 1 hour. Holy crap, this stream has gone by quick. I think it's much easier to stream when it's nice out. I don't know if there's anything. Yeah, there's nothing to see there on the left. That's why there's no one there.
Look, those are all the pets.
It's a big swampy pond. The residents. Let me fix my camera here. I guess we can go that way. We've got a good enough signal. That'll lead us back up to where we just were. Okay, I'm asking when are my feet? They're not that bad.
We're going.
Oh, you can get it all through.
Just going on a nature stroll. I can't get my words out. Tomorrow morning on the channel, I think we'll have a transit video. Greetings, Dave in Bangor, Maine. Nice little nature trail, but not much to see this way in the way of farm animals. The lower gate is open, weather permitting, May 1st to November 1st. I guess Christmas has come a little early. That'd be a really neat spot, but there's a lot of people there. This is the wish.com version of where they were standing. Blue Jays 2, Yankees 5. 2 runners on, 1 out in the top of the 5th. Good news there. There's the part where I got my feet soaked maybe 20 minutes ago. There's a sign here. Welcome to the Riverdale Farm Ponds. Is it warm there? I would say. Generally, Novell costs.
You do like this, like ding, 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 ding.
Now I have to walk up this climb again. I imagine there's a lot of mosquitoes here.
Yeah, because so true. So true. Yeah.
Whew. Me legs are starting to ask me what the hell I'm doing. Mike Landry. Thank you, Mike Landry, for the super chat and the $2. I'm just a little bit out of breath. Walk along a flat plane, I could do it all day. Make me go up, and it's a different story.
Show us the goats, Robbie. What kind of hut?
Oops. All right, you boring horses. Are ticks a problem? I don't know if they've ever been a problem. It can be a problem further north of here, especially if you have a dog. Charlie had a few ticks burrow in on him last year.
Lucy, I'm all the way over here.
This is the pig and poultry barn.
They all had goats and cows and things growing up when they were in the house.
Jersey Rose. Thank you, Jersey Rose, for the support and the super chat. So we try to get a look at this poultry. Thank you, Jersey Rose.
So gross. And then the poop explosions.
We only have one of those.
The answer to everything was
So I think
Was that something important to him?
yeah, she was so nice, man.
And then from then on, we were like. Also, like, it's just hard to be
there's some restrooms. They also take donations here. And this is the necropolis. One of the oldest cemeteries, I think the oldest.
It's on the sign over there. It talks about the bell tower. It talks about the bell tower.
It's quite the difference from the farm. (1955 to 2012). There's something beautiful but spooky about a cemetery like this. I remember running into, oh, I think there he rests. The other half of the city's current mayor, the leader of the NDP party, Jack Layton, 1950 to 2011. Let us be loving, hopeful, and optimistic, and we'll change the world. There's a statue of him in front of the Jack Layton ferry terminal down by the water. I bet that is a really nice place to be on a day like this. Maple Dubs, here we go. Finally caught a live stream. He has a beautiful plot of land here. Remember back when the NDP had a good leader? You were looking at him. Things would be different, I think, if he were still around. I think the pendulum might be swinging their way instead of the other way. Yeah, the rare civil servant who avoided a lot of controversy. And say what you want about Olivia Chow, but so far, I mean, she sold the DVP and gardener to the province for some magic beans.
So give him the step.
She seems to know what sabers to rattle, both federally and provincially, to get stuff done. Who would have thought a life in office could actually give you skills to do the job? Anywho, this is the Cabbagetown neighborhood. That's the necropolis on the right, Riverdale Farm on the left. And there is another cemetery just north of here on Parliament. I don't know, Jack, but the one thing we didn't have with the Eglinton Crosstown is transparency. This is a 10 out of 10 day weather-wise. As we walk along Winchester Street. This neighborhood is known for all of its Victorian-style houses, called Cabbagetown, as it was a blue-collar working-class neighborhood, mostly Irish immigrants who resorted to growing cabbages in their yards, as it's a hardy crop, one that could grow easily in those conditions. What a gorgeous little house. There's so many gems in this neighborhood. A lot of them have heritage designations on them. In fact, I think the whole neighborhood has heritage status. Someone wants to super chat me one of these homes, I'd be happy to make it the Johnny Stride Studios. Might need some help with the property tax.
Literally, it's just like the same rubber as a basketball. Yeah. With nothing else inside.
Yeah.
TMU.
been interesting. We started off with a parade in Greektown and saw the skyline from Riverdale. Got my feet soaking wet, went through the farm and a cemetery. That green flag there is a Cabbagetown flag. And asking how my shoes are. They are just a little bit dirty. They're still damp.
Baking soda.
Sal Smith, I only caught part of the parade. I was actually having lunch as most of it went by. There is something you see a whole lot of in Montreal, but not a lot of in Toronto. 3-story walk-up, exterior fire escape stairs. Winchester Street Theater. And then you have more gorgeous Cabbagetown homes. Winchester and Metcalfe. This might be one of my favorite intersections in Cabbagetown. That is gorgeous. We need more of that. I know that type of staircase has been criticized for being unsafe. But there's also internal stairs in those buildings. That's the right kind of density. But our dumbass premier doesn't know what a fourplex is and says they're no good. So I guess we'll continue with our all or nothing approach. You will either be exceptionally rich and live in a home like this, or pay way too much to live in a shoebox. Planet Paradise. It's funny you made that shoe joke. I feel something, I think probably from when I got my feet wet. It has weaseled its way underneath my foot, and every time I step, I can feel it. Let me just take my shoe off for a sec. Hello, Jason Me. There's the shoes kind of holding up. All right, let me pick the camera up. Whoops. Hey, a Florida license plate. And this is south on Parliament Street.
Oh.
Kind of feels like I'm following them. Let me slow down for a second. Someone seriously drove all the way here from Florida? Hey, that's me.
Hey man,
Oh, hi.
I didn't mean to sneak.
Oh, no worries. No worries.
I was wondering, could I take a selfie and send
Sure.
it to my friend?
Do you want to be on stream?
Huh?
Do you want to be on the stream?
Yeah, sure.
All right, we ran into a viewer here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would people know you in the chat by anything?
No.
No?
Just me and my friend used to like watch you a lot in the pandemic,
Oh, cool.
and so I think you'd be really happy if I just took a picture.
No worries.
Sorry, I didn't mean to photobomb you or anything.
No.
Awesome. Thanks so
Awesome.
much.
Well, nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
Cheers.
See ya.
Friendly viewer. Made me jump a little bit. Have I had a single dingus encounter this year? I know I'm jinxing myself, but I'm just going to check one thing here in my YouTube studio. All right, we're good. Friendly guy.
Tell me later.
And we've made it to Carlton Street. Jellybean never asks people for a pic. It's not that weird. I probably do that 3-4 times a week. Everyone's honking at everyone else. Oh, I see. That streetcar was honking at that car there that was way too far forward.
No, but cheating.
So that lady there who was trying to turn left was too far forward and was in the path of the turning streetcar. And I think the streetcar honked at her and she honked back. And we are on Carlton Street. And my friend who I met on Friday, we met at the Banknote Bar in Corktown. Next time we meet, we think we're gonna come here to Stout. It's a solid bar. We're still in Cabbagetown. At least it says Stellar Driving, yeah. She had a red light, she was up too far, and was in the path of a streetcar. And when the streetcar honked at her, she honked back. Rihanna Kamada. think I forget how to pronounce your name, but for the 200 Japanese yen, arigato. Thank you so much. Hope you're enjoying the stream and enjoying the day. I guess it's actually tomorrow in Japan.
Yeah.
So we are heading west on the north end, or north side of Carlton Street.
Also found the top of that one just as it.
We'll just keep the camera locked onto the sun as proof that it'll survive a potential eclipse recording tomorrow. I did try out my new eclipse glasses, and they do a pretty damn good job. Thank you so much for tuning into the stream on an absolutely gorgeous day. Craigie says, get your camera ready for the eclipse. Well, if it's really cloudy, I'm not sure there's much of anything to stream tomorrow. We'll have to play it by ear. Greg says total or partial eclipse. We're almost total here. You could go a little bit west of Toronto, where it'll be a total eclipse. Choo Choo's Diner. That's a great idea, Nouvelle Costs. They should definitely be postponing it. There's the subject of yesterday's video, the Allen Gardens. Maybe we'll just stay on the north side of Carlton. Hello, Claudia BL. There's the Allen Plaza Apartments. There's a botanical gardens across the street that's open to the public, but the Palm House is being renovated. That's one of the highlights of the botanical gardens. John says we don't need no stinking eclipse. Maybe you don't.
Same way that you were just going.
I've had such a
Sanjay in Kingston is here. Greetings, Sanjay. There's the mural Lisa is talking about. On the east side of the old Primrose Hotel. Which means we are at Jarvis Street. Sammy Woo says sad. I did acknowledge your presence. Hi, Sammy Woo. Sorry, guys, I can't possibly respond to every message in the chat. Jerry L, $20. Treat yourself to a cold treat afterwards. Holy cow, thank you so much for the support. Not only are you a channel member, but you just sent a super chat. Much appreciated. Cold treat. Maybe I should hit the LCBO on the way home. I have a fridge that could use some IPA stocked in it. I had a cold smoothie for breakfast, a cup of coffee, and momos for lunch. Lisa says the city needs more large-scale art. That is something Montreal has a lot of. There's murals of Leonard Cohen everywhere. Sal Smith, I'll help with the tab too. $10.
Exactly. So you do anything?
Yeah.
Animals.
Sal Smith, thank you so much for your support. Holy cow, we're gonna be eating something extra refreshing pretty soon. Thank you so much, guys. As we look to the east along Carlton, nice, beautiful blue sky. What kind of momos? I had beef-filled momos from the Momo House. It's one of those places I go to regularly now. I often get a table right by the window. I set my camera up so if I stream on the other channel tonight, we can watch the Greek parade go by. Doug Ford waddles along at one point. It's funny because I was watching the Blue Jay game while I was eating breakfast, and one of the people I was having, or lunch, one of the people I was having lunch with was like, "Is that Doug Ford?" And I was like, no way. And I looked out the window, and sure enough, it was the waste of carbon himself. So I ran out and took a picture. But thank you so much, guys, for those supports. Supports, it's a weird way to put it. We are approaching Church Street. Did I call him a twat? We are almost at Church Street.
Yeah, the ones I have I really like the
John Ramirez says our premier is not a good person. All right. This is Maple Leaf Gardens on the right. Always like those sounds of a street performer. Oh, how nice is this? To be in the shade. Cam says, hi, friendly busker. I really like the steel drum guys at Bay and Bloor. I think they add a lot to the atmosphere whenever you walk around. And there's a few subway buskers. I'm always happy to be in the same station when they're set up.
When I googled it, I looked it up on the website.
I think after I walk it off.
So much shade. Yeah, nature throwing up some shade. I guess it's more like the built environment. Hey, we've been streaming for 106 minutes. All right, maybe we'll just hop down to Dundas Square. Because why the heck not, eh? Is it against the law to feed pigeons? I think it's against the law technically to feed any wild animals. Thank you, Izzy Weaver.
Yeah.
Did he knock it on me?
Time to abolish the British monarchy. It is kind of silly that our head of state isn't a Canadian located in Canada. From a practical point of view, I think the only value we get really from the monarchy is if you're in a country that doesn't have a Canadian embassy and you're in need, you can go to a British one. I think that's the case, but I can't think of any other benefits. Izzy Weaver, $10. Greetings from Nashville, Tennessee. Love you, Johnny. Izzy, thank you so much for the $10 all the way from Nashville. That's a city I've been hearing more and more about. I know Jeff keeps going there. I have a friend who goes there for work all the time. He's a consultant. He says he loves it every time he goes. He goes several times a year. We're starting to hit the late afternoon. It's going to start cooling down now. Thank you again, Izzy. Oh, I came down here on Friday night. But we are on this side of the street. Just to change it up, let's hop over to the west side. William Lyon Mackenzie was the first mayor of Toronto and rebel wanting Upper Canada to be a republic. Bring my cowboy hat. I think that IKEA store is about 2 years old now.
Well, there it is. There. Yep. Yeah.
There's Concord Sky, the future home of it. Blue Jays are back, lap dance special. Someone will have to explain to me at some time what that means. I have no idea. Jollibee or KFC, which one is worse? Well, given that Jollibee actually ripped me off the last time I went there, and KFC has never ripped me off. That's some good driving. I don't know, I like Jollibee in the Philippines, but I've not been a fan of the few times I've had it here. Calvin Jones wants to go to Nashville. That lady just knocked that bicycle over. Epic Nation HT, welcome to God tier, the extra generous tier of channel membership. Thank you so much, Epic Nation HD. Thank you, Liam. I'm sure we'll run into each other soon. I think we last saw each other on Sunday at the Easter parade. Liam had his camera out for that. One of my top 3 fried chicken joints. You know, there was only one correct answer to that, and that was the Stockyards on St. Clair, but the owner met with an unfortunate end and they had to close the restaurant. Chain-wise, I think the fry is as good as anything. Dirty Birds is good. Fast food fried chicken, I would take Popeyes over Mary Brown's or Chick-fil-A any day. Oh, Jason. Yeah, I miss a lot of the chats, but that was very much an April Fool's. I'm kind of surprised at the amount of people that thought it was serious. Stay away from the copyrighted music going on over there.
Yeah.
The double-decker sightseeing buses are back and they have the lids off. Izzy's a fan of Chick-fil-A. They're not bad. I prefer the Popeyes chicken sandwich though to anything they have. Well, welcome to the center of the universe, as non-Torontonians like to think us from the city think of this place. Yeah, Vivian, I actually could have afforded that condo. It's just a matter of quite the lifestyle change to make. We'll see. It's always an option for down the road, but these days, no. Vivian, thank you for your support as a mod. And you know what, folks? I want to thank you guys for tuning in. We've had a crazy stream. Started in Greektown with the parade, went through Riverdale, got my feet soaked, walked through a zoo, made our way through Cabbagetown, over to here at this shrine to capitalism. But you know what? It suits this place. It really does. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Brad. I was thinking of recording a video after this, but I'm not sure. I've got a 49% battery left. Thank you, Marge. Lisa says this is the zoo. If you leave Toronto, your channel might not grow. Yeah, it'll definitely slow down, I would assume, but That's just something you got to deal with. Rubicon says awesome stream. Tan says what a vibe. All right, thank you guys. Thanks to those who sent support. Thanks to all our mods for their great work. Channel members, Patreon supporters, and just everyone who tuned in. Do subscribe and hit the like button if you liked it. Dislike if you didn't. And hit the bell if you want to be notified when I go live next. Probably tonight at 8 p.m. over on the Johnny Stumbles channel. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. When I end the stream, it is going to say it's still going for about 30 seconds or so. So don't be alarmed. I will be turning it off manually. But thank you so much, guys. Yoink.